Alright, hey YouTubers and people of the world. This is Andrea here with another edition of Hot or Not. And I was trying to get my camera to be in a good position, but it isn't really, and sorry again for the lighting. But this time I'm a little bit more prepared, hopefully, and we'll get right to it. When the 3DS came out, I did a Hot or Not edition of that, and I thought it came out pretty well. And so I thought this time I would do the Wii U, even though it's only like a week away from launch. Or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 18th, so yeah, it comes out tomorrow. So this is kind of like a last minute Hot or Not, but whatever. I figured I'd do it anyway. So I got my Get a Life hat on, geared up, and ready to talk about the Wii U. So, the Wii U. Well, first, we need a little history here. The last few consoles and handhelds that have come out have been kind of disappointing as far as launches. I don't feel as though they had good launches. And you got a Wii about 3 or 4 years after it came out. And the 3DS I waited almost a year for. The DS I got on release. And I was really excited about the system, but the launch, there wasn't really any good games for a year after it came out. So that to me was rather disappointing. So I'm not all that excited about the Wii U launch. I hate to say it, but I'm not. And the reason why is the launch titles don't really interest me that much. The system itself, I think, is going to be amazing. I love the idea of the controller. The touchscreen capabilities of the DS was amazing. There was a lot of games. Developers could have went a lot more with the games on those handheld systems. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully having some more third-party support. Because granted, the Wii did not get a lot of third-party support. And this past generation, hello Nintendo, Mario oversaturated. Can we just say that? I love Mario. He's your mascot. But I'm sick and tired of the remakes of remakes of remakes and the Mario spin-off games. I'm just tired of it. The Wii had Super Strikers, it had Super Paper Mario, it had Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, it had Mario Kart, it had some Olympics games, it had tennis, golf, all these Mario games. And what did we really get? Really only one Zelda game. One Zelda game. You can count Twilight Princess, but it was really initially being made for the GameCube, and they only ported it to the Wii and flipped it around to create more of a launch. And I'm sorry, but that was a sad excuse. And it shouldn't have been 5 years into the system that we got a new Zelda game. Granted, love my Zelda Wii controller, yes. Would like to have the gold nunchuck. Come on, Club Nintendo, where is it? But the Wii was simple. We had a simple controller for the Wii. And now imagine the Wii plus a 3DS. I'll use my touch phone. So now we're going to have a giant controller. Is it comfortable? I don't know. I didn't get to go to the demos. I haven't tried it yet. So I really don't know. But from what I've been told, it's a very comfortable controller. And it's going to be amazing. Because you're going to have your controls on the side. You're going to have a big touch screen in the middle. You're going to be able to write on it. You're going to be able to play the games while somebody else is watching TV, because you can transfer from the TV to the controller. And it's a big enough screen. Not as big as an iPad, but it's a pretty decent screen. But let's just take a look at the launch. The launch. Okay. So we know we're going to have the new Super Mario Bros. U. And that's great. A lot of people really enjoyed that at the demo. The graphics are amazing. It's stunning. It's beautiful. See, look at the beautiful graphics. Gorgeous. And there's a lot of new power-ups, and it's going to be wonderful. But it's, again, another Mario game. And looking further, we're going to have Assassin's Creed 3. The game is already out for other systems, but we're going to have it. And a Batman game. Arkham City Armored Edition. So it's a special edition just for the Wii U. We'll have Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which a lot of people are excited about. But let's face it, the Wii wasn't really a hardcore gamer system, and a lot of people looked to either the 360 or the PS3 to satisfy their needs. So more than likely, those hardcore gamers are going to get Black Ops 2 for one of the systems they already have. Skylanders Giants. Okay, this game is kind of interesting. You get these little toy action figures that you put in the case and they come to life in your game. Okay. Well, Spyro the Dragon, I mean, he kind of died after PS1. I'm sorry. Spyro is dead. Mickey Epic 2. Epic Mickey 2, yeah. The Power of 2. The first Epic Mickey didn't do well. And I tried the demo on the 3DS, and I know it's completely different. It's like a 2D side-scroller, but still, it sucked. It's one of the most boring games that I've ever tried to play. The tutorials were way too much. And so, yeah, not looking forward to that. Darksiders 2. If people who are into the Darksiders game already probably got it. So, again, it's not a great launch title. They're trying to use the Wii U and say, hey, we're going more hardcore. But the Wii did that in the beginning, and then it slowly died out. So having these games ported over to the Wii U, it's exciting. There's some different changes to them, and they might be good games to play, but people have already probably had them if they were interested. And if they get the Wii U for them, well, that's highly unlikely. We have Rabbids Land. A lot of people like those Raging Rabbits, so I guess that's a good game. I know that people are looking forward to Pikmin 3. That's a great game, but again, the system just doesn't have the games I want at launch. So it's probably going to be 3 or 4 years before I get the Wii U. Favorite games for the Wii, though? Xenoblade. Come on, 5 years after the system's been out, this game is amazing. And Last Story, another amazing game. These two games are what made the Wii amazing to me, and Zelda Skyward Sword. So if it's going to take until 2014, 2015 to get another Zelda game, I'm pretty disappointed. But by then, the system will cost less. And at launch, there are 2 different systems. You get the regular system, which has very little memory in it, and then the deluxe version. The deluxe is black and the other one's white. You don't get to choose the color that you want for the system that you want. So, and in the other system, the regular one, the standard edition, is $300, and it's hardly worth it. I think it's like 8 gigs of memory or something like that. And the other one, the new, it's like 32 gig. I don't know. It's ridiculous, the amount of change, and it's only $50 more. Plus, you get that Nintendo Land game, which has a lot of different activities in it. I guess it's kind of like a Wii Sports type of thing, but with more activities and more Nintendo characters in it. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people want to get that game on its own, and on its own it would be 50 or 60 bucks anyway. So right there, your deluxe version Wii is well worth it. I mean, Wii U, yeah. So anyway, that's all I have to say about the Wii U. I think at the start, people are just really excited because it's a new system from Nintendo that's coming out. And right there and then, of course, all the pre-orders sold out. And people are going crazy over it, just like they did past systems. But the longtime gamers who've been gaming since they were little and are now in their 30s aren't as excited as they used to be. Nintendo has let us down quite a bit over the last few years. And so it's kind of sad. And if we do get the system, it's going to be 3 or 4 years after it's already been out, until there's some really decent games out there. Is the system hot? It's going to be. Definitely, I would have to say it's going to be a hot system. I know that people are a little apprehensive about the controls, but if we do get third-party support, then it's going to be a hot system. No doubt in my mind. I don't know anything about the next Xbox or the next Sony system, so I can't really compare it to that. But I think Nintendo's doing it right by being the first to release. The Xbox 360 had a good year or two before its competitors, and that's really led to a lot of success for it. And this generation, Nintendo still won out. They've been the top because they have so many years of success. And so it's hard to compete with that. And I think that's what keeps people going. Parents buy them for their kids because they know that they're family friendly. And they've gamed on them when they were younger because that might have been the only choice after Atari. You only had the NES. And so it's kind of hard to compete with that. But I think that the older gamers, the hardcore gamers, they're still going to probably shy away from Nintendo. So, but regardless, no matter what Nintendo puts out, it's always hot. So, bottom line, hot.